Shalom ve'erev tov, v'chag sameach. My name is Rabbi Deborah McKenzie, and we will begin our Ma'ariv service in about 4 minutes. I hope everyone is having or has had a great weekend, a wonderful and rejoicing Sukkot so far. Hey Larry, how are you? Hope all is well with you. Hey Sue Marie, how are you? We will begin our Ma'ariv service in about 2 minutes. Chag Sameach, Chag Sukkot Sameach. Hope all is well with you. Oh wow. We're supposed to get storms like that a little bit later this week, either like tomorrow or Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. But be careful. It's just rainy here. Like it just has moments in it. Very unpredictable. We will begin our Ma'ariv service in about 1 minute. Shalom ve'erev tov, everyone. My name is Rabbi Deborah McKenzie. I'm located in a very rainy Clarksburg, Maryland, which is a suburb of Washington, D.C. And I'm also a JSLI Rabbinical School alumna, and it is my honor and pleasure to be with you this evening. Tonight's Ma'ariv service will be based on the Rabbi Deborah Siddur, which is in the online Siddurim, but due to Sukkot, we will be adding a couple of additional prayers, as well as we will be using the chat function throughout our Ma'ariv service as well this evening. So, with that, and since we have Sue Marie, I think you and we make the minyan for this evening. So let's see if we can raise it and rejoice. Let's go to page 2 for the Hine Matov. Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. הנה מה טוב שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. Behold how good and pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to dwell together. Welcome, Larry. How are you? Hope you've had a great weekend. And Chag Sameach. Hope you're having a wonderful Sukkot. And tonight, depending on whether or not you're more conservative and orthodox or more reform, tonight actually is a second Yom Tov, kind of like resembling a second day of Shabbat, almost a Shabbaton type of day in Sukkot. So if that is the case, and you're observing Yom Tov again, then you would transfer light from the first set of candles that were lit from yesterday's Yom Tov and say the prayer over those candles. And I actually do have some here. We'll see how this Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של יום טוב. Amen. Then we come back to me. Hope that was a somewhat smooth transition for you. So, welcome Susan. Shalom. Chag Sameach and good Yom Tov to you as well. Most of our Ma'ariv service will be pretty traditional, standard weekday Ma'ariv though. So let us go to page 3 for the Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Praise be the Lord to whom all praises are due. Praise be the Lord and to whom all praises are due, now and forever. And while praying, listen to the words very carefully. And when your heart is attentive, your entire being enters your prayer without you having to force it. Rav Nachman always fascinates me. Let us go to page 4 for the Ma'ariv V'Aravim. Shalom, Judy. How are you? Hope you've had a great weekend. And Chag Sameach. Hope you're having a great Sukkot so far. Welcome, Larry. Hope you're having a great Sukkot also. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, who rules the universe. By your word is the evening dusk, and by your wisdom is the dawn. The day is designed wondrously, the seasons are set in order, and by your will are the stars arranged in the sky. Adonai Tzavaot is your name. You create day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness away from light. Eternal God, your sovereignty shall embrace us forever. Praised are you, Adonai, for each evening's dusk. Baruch atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim. Let us go to page 5 for the Ahavat Olam in English. Everlasting love, you offered your people, Israel, by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai, our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel and everyone from around the world. And let us go to page 6 for the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Eternal One is our God. The Eternal God is one. Let us go to page 8 for the V'ahavta in English. And you shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day, and impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead, and inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to do all these commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. Adonai Elohechem Emet. Now let's go to page 9 for the Michamocha. Michamocha Ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha Nedar Ba'kodesh, Norati Lot Osef Eleh. Who is like you, O God, among the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Welcome, Joseph. How are you? Hope you've had a great weekend. And Chag Sameach. This time, let us go to page 11 for our request for protection, our Hashkivenu. Make us, Adonai, to lie down in peace, and awaken us again, our sovereign in life. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace, now and always. Baruch atah Adonai, Shomer Amo Yisrael La'ad. Praised are you, Adonai, eternal guardian of your people Israel. All right, now let's go to page 12 for the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitkadav Yitkadash Shemei Rabbi Be'alma Divrach Rute Ve'amlich Malchutei B'chayechon U'vyomechon U'chayedecho Be'Yisrael Bagala Bagala U'vizman Kariv V'yimeru Amen. Yehi Shemei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam olam Me'amaya Yitbarach. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר וירומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילא מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תשבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמא ויאמרו Amen. At this time, let us have a moment of silent devotion, silent meditation, or silent reflection. And if you wish, you may go to page 13. At this time, let us go to page 14 for the Tefillat HaAmidah, and let us lift our spirits and raise our hearts that we may rise and stand humbly in prayer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Koneh HaKol V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imaot U'Mevii Gola Livnei V'Neim L'man Shemo B'Yahava Melech Ozir Moshiach Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Yezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayeh Kol Atah Rav Lehoshia Morid Hatal Mechakel Chaim Bechesed Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Ba'al Gevurot Umido Melach Melech Memit Umechayeh Umatzliach Yeshua V'ne'emar ata l'chayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh HaKol. Now, earlier I mentioned that depending on if you're more conservative and orthodox, then tonight is a Yom Tov, in which there's entirely somewhat service special for moderate service special for second day Yom Tov. However, if you're more reformed, then this is the beginning of a Chol Hamoed, or more of the intermediate days. So, we lit the candles for the Yom Tov. I'm going to read the prayer for the Chol Hamoed. Our God and the God of our ancestors, show us your care and concern. Remember our ancestors and recall your anointed, descended from David, your servant. Protect Jerusalem, your holy city, and exalt all your people, Israel, with life and well-being, contentment and peace on this festival of Sukkot. Grant us life and blessing and remember us for good. Recall your promise of mercy and redemption and be merciful to us and save us, for we place our hope in you. Loving and merciful God. Now at this time, with our traditional prayer of thanksgiving at this moment, let's take this time. Sukkot is Zaman Simchatenu, time of rejoicing, a time of gladness. So whatever Monday may have brought, or the weekend may have brought, or whatever the rest of the week you think it may bring to you, all those cares and worries just for this moment, just set them aside and let us take this moment, this time, to breathe, smile, and be present in your own journey to recall and remember and acknowledge those things which make you rejoice, those blessings, those achievements, those lessons learned, those challenges overcome, those obstacles removed, the kindnesses and good fortunes, times when you've had a joyful heart, like for Sukkot, sincere spirit, or a sense of peace, a moment of peace, or any of your many and varied blessings. I am going to read the Hoda'ah aloud in English as you reflect on those. And if you wish, you may use the chat function to type in at least one item for which you are rejoicing and willing to give thanks. We proclaim that you are Adonai, our God, and the God of our ancestors throughout all time. You are the rock of our lives, the shield of our salvation in every generation. We thank you and praise you for our lives that are in your hand, for our souls that are in your charge, for your miracles that are with us daily, for your wonders and gifts that accompany us at all times, evening, morning, and noon. You are good in your mercy everlasting. You are compassionate in your kindness never ending. We have always placed our hope in you. Susan, is grateful to have the grandest sukkah in Durham, North Carolina. Oh, you'll have to send me a picture, Dr. Susan. I want to see this. And especially in light of everything you all have gone through in North Carolina, you've got to send a picture of the sukkah, of your sukkah. That is tremendous. For Judy, autumn is her favorite season, and it is here. That's right. The autumn solstice, or the fall solstice has, not solstice, equinox, excuse me. The fall equinox was this weekend, and lo and behold, we have changed seasons as we so often do, really during Sukkot. So that's wonderful to both of you. Larry is thankful for all the little blessings that make each day unique. There you go. Very, very beautiful. Those are the marks of our journey. And Susan, Asuka with air conditioning. All right. There you go. Especially when it is hot. There's nothing like having that capability in your suka. This is starting to sound like a little bit more than a suka, Susan. But that's great. I am grateful to be able to celebrate with all of you and be able to celebrate with my family, even in the midst of rain. There's something about the observance of Sukkot that really does kind of lighten things up, even in spite of the cold that I'm trying to fight. There's something about this holiday that brings a certain levity to it, especially as, with the change of seasons, it's very easy to get into the doldrums. It's, getting dark outside earlier now that we've on the other side of the equinox, and it's easy to fall into that, oh my, that state of feeling heavy, and Sukkot allows us to feel light and renewing ourselves and to celebrate, a reason to celebrate. How about that? So for that, I am truly grateful, and I thank all of you for allowing me to help celebrate with you. For all these goodnesses and blessings, we shall ever praise and exalt you. May every living creature thank you and praise you faithfully, God of our deliverance and our help. Praised are you, Adonai, the essence of goodness, to whom it is worthy to give praise. Amen. Amen. At this time, let us turn our hearts and minds to those who are in need of healing, those who are in need of restoration and recovery, those who need consoling, those who are in need of solace, understanding, encouragement, and strengthening, and peace. At this time, please type in the names of those for whom you would like this prayer said. And as I read each name aloud, let us apply and focus our collective healing energy and intend their healing. Prayer for healing. Heal us, Adonai, and we shall be healed. Help us, and we shall be saved, for you are our glory. Grant complete and perfect healing for all of our afflictions. May you who blessed our ancestors, may it be your will to send complete healing and restoration of body, mind, and soul to Marcus, Rabbi Deborah, thank you, Judy, Larry, Cheryl, Terry, Mary, and Joseph Aronofsky, John, Sharon, Ken, Alexis, Robert, and Dorothy, Robin and her dad, Mir Ben Sorka, Hannah Bat Shandel, Rabbi Deborah, thank you, Rabbi, thank you, Dr. Susan, Shandel Bat Sharon, Ellen, there are others. In the meantime, I will also add Valerie, Aaron, Maddie, Trey, Maya, Bonnie, Izumi, Malcolm, Rose, and Albert, Casey Rappas, and the Moore family, Alexis, the Miller family, Rabbi Galit, Ken Nadine, Nadine's mother, Ducko's family, Ike and his family, Evan Langholt and the Langholt family, the Rock, Kohler, and Kohler Fox families, Patrice, Michael, John, Allen family, Renee and Sydney, Willie Ola, Sarah, Zachariah, Tzefania, Tzion, Israela, Rob, Rich, Sylvia, Ben, Lisa, Marcia, Herbert, Bill, Galaloma Bat Rachel, Ahavat Bat Miriam, Marionette Daniels, Rob Jenny, Rob Tony, Terry family, Steve Davis, along with all others who suffer. And may those who tend to those who are ill Adonai be strengthened and encouraged so that we may serve by intending and attending to their restoration, serving as an instrument of your healing and reflect your goodness and blessings in their time of need. For you are the faithful and merciful God of healing. May this come to pass speedily in our days. Praised are you, Adonai, who is the healer of Israel, all people everywhere, and all your creation. And let us say, Amen. For all those who we have named, for all those who we still hold in our hearts and minds, for all those who have been victims of either, violence, for the women who have come forward and are struggling in silence or in shame for any assaults, for the people who are struggling to recover from the Hurricane Florence and all of the flooding and the damage. For all of them we intend a speedy and complete refuah shalema. Amen. This time, let us go to page 22 for the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עמונם, ואנחנו קוראים משתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. And it is said, and the Lord shall be sovereign over all the earth. In that day shall the Lord be one, and Adonai's name one. At this time, let us turn our hearts and minds and remember those who have transitioned to the world beyond to their eternal rest. And though these dearest of souls are no longer with us physically, their journeys have been ever imprinted in our hearts and minds. And even with the passage of time, their memories we still hold ever precious. If you are in mourning or observing a yard site or willing to say the Kaddish on behalf of someone who is not able to, please join me in saying the mourner's Kaddish. Yet gadal v'yet kadash shemei Rabbi, be'alma divrach rute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayedecho be'Israel, ba'agalau v'zman, karivimru, amen. Yehei shemei Rabbi mevorach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam. Yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalel yitalal shemid kudsha brichu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shalamar Rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael. V'imru, amen. Osei shalom b'mramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael, v'yal kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, amen. Tonight we remember Valerie, Katie Bacon, and Tom Haley. For Joseph, we remember Carol Martin and David Cook. For Judy, we remember her uncle, Charlie Schwartz. Tonight, we also remember Delco's father. We remember Josh Vogel and Tyler Terry, Gene Leif and Phyllis Rock, Kenneth Kohler, Steve Moser, Austin Cohen, Philip Moore, Martha Allen. All souls are with you, O Sovereign. So teach us to number our days that we may apply our hearts into wisdom. And teach us to live wisely and unselfishly, courageously and fruitfully, in truth and in understanding, in love and in peace, so that our remembrance of them will be more than just mere moments of regret, but rather a catalyst for inspired and noble living. And may the names of those whose memories we cherish be for us a blessing, and may we become worthy, so that those who come after us may likewise remember us for good, as we this day affectionately remember those who are unto us a blessing. And let us say, Amen. Well, Chaverim u'Mishpacha, this is Sukkot. And it seems so far, it's raining and storming where Sue Marie is. Seems like Dr. Susan has this incredible sukkah. Mine is fairly wet today also. So and actually the lulav is out there. But I would like for us to just take a moment, if you will, and close our eyes and imagine the sukkah of your dreams. Doesn't have to be a fancy structure. Just, it can be modest. And imagine your harvest being in that sukkah. Imagine your harvest, whatever that is. Certainly if you want to place fruit and candy and vegetables, crops, whatever it is to decorate it, certainly that is most traditional. Gotta have seating and table and so forth. Challah, the breads, imagine the breads. But also imagine your bounty. What have you harvested this year? Bring that and put that into your sukkah. And imagine as you go into your sukkah that you have their lulav. You see together the branches of the palm, and you have the strong boughs of the myrtle. You also have the willow, and there's a very fragrant etrog that's almost a little pervasive throughout, just a little bit. And now take those into your hands, and you can wave it for yourself. As we say the blessing for the lulav. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al netilat lulav. And face east and hold it out. Hold your lulav out in front of you. Shaking it 3 times, and then drawing it into you. And as you turn, look at the bounty that is before you in your sukkah. All what you have to be thankful. All that is meaningful to you. And now, you go to your right, which should be the south. And you shake it 3 times over your shoulder. Westward and shake. And then to your left and shake 3 times. And then in front of you and raise it up and shake 3 times. And then down 3 times. Think about the thanks you're giving unto God, unto your Creator, unto the source of all, for all your bounty, for all your goodness, everything that you have a reason to rejoice. It is my fervent hope, prayer, and intention that all of you have a very blessed and rejoicing Sukkot. Enjoy your bounty. Be thankful for your bounty and rejoice in it. So with that, Chavarenu Mishpacha, we have come to the end of our Ma'ariv service for this evening. And it is indeed my pleasure and honor to be with you always. Of course, Ma'ariv services is every weeknight, Monday through Thursdays with JSLI rabbis. And of course, Friday night Kabbalah Shabbat with Rabbi Blaine. This weekend he's going to do, this Friday night he's also going to do the Shemini Atzeret as well as Simchat Torah services. And I'm not sure if I'll be with you again this week, but certainly next week we will also have, we're also going to do a Shemini Atzeret service. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all next week as well. Maybe doing a small JUTV, so we are still doing JUTV. videos. So if you are so inclined and want follow Sim Shalom on Facebook, please watch out for tomorrow. Thank you all very, very much. Please allow me to bless you with the threefold blessing before we go into our Monday evening, our Yom Tov or our Chol Moed, whichever we prefer. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Thank you all so very much. Thank you for your well wishes. You all make me feel much better, and I can feel your energy. It is enlivening and it's healing. So thank you very, very, very much. Chag Sameach, Erev Tov, Ulala Tov, Shavua Tov. Please be safe, please be well, please be blessed. Most of all, be a blessing. Chag Sukkot Sameach, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. God bless you. Good night.